Hey, what's up, everybody? Jordan Spong here, checking in with you all for another week of running, training, and hopefully getting back into school. My laptop is on its way. It's coming on maybe Monday or Tuesday, so I'm pretty excited about that. We can get back to kind of the uh, regular format of the vlog, but right now we'll kind of just be doing what we've been doing these last couple of weeks, which is just talking about life, I guess. Great week at Cornell. It was my second week in Cornell, and we were focused a lot on setting up the classes, have that schedule all sorted out. Just going to be doing more advanced accounting classes, trying to get a little bit smarter there. A lot of networking, trying to look for a job, try to get connected in. I'd love to end up in New York City or somewhere on the East Coast, kind of working. I think that would be super fun. More and more I think about it, I kind of just want to go into accounting, something specialized in there, advisory or something like that. So I'll keep you updated on that in terms of what happens. The recruiting season is going to start probably next week as we get into the school and you start talking to people and you start going to career fairs and all that good stuff. So it was a good week. It was eased into it, which has been nice, as we're ramping up the miles here to have a nice little base period for a month or two. It was good to just be able to kind of chill out in the days, get up and run, and it's beautiful weather here, just like 60 degrees all the time. I mean, it's kind of sad that it's only the end of August. I mean, it's going to get cold soon, but it's been really nice right now to kind of not have to get up super early like I had been in Phoenix, so that was fun. We start school this week, so it's going to be kind of good to get that structure though back. Get up and do some stuff in the day, some productive stuff, and then maybe run a little bit at night. But I'm looking forward to that. But again, I think the running provides the structure, ultimately, because you got to get up, do the workouts, core, all that type of stuff around, what you'd have to do. So it's been a nice little rest these last couple of weeks. But again, it's going to be fun to get into doing something meaningful, per se, and start grinding. But it has been fun. I've met a lot of great people here. Met a couple guys on the team here. They kind of showed me some routes this week. We'll talk about that later. And then I've kind of just been, hanging out with my roommate. He played lacrosse out at a school out on the East Coast here, and him and I have been hanging out, kind of just meeting some people. So it's been a really fun experience, and I'm looking forward to what else is in store while we are here at school. But also looking forward to some good training. My legs are getting adjusted to the hills. It has been tough, but I'm finding ways to manage it, and I think we're getting better. I feel like I'm getting fitter, and each week that's good. Hopefully we'll keep that rolling. So we will jump into the training, and we'll be reviewing last week, August 24th to 30th, and then we'll be previewing this week, August 31 to September 6th. This week, because I had a little bit of time off, and it kind of just in the day. This week, because I've had a little bit of time off, just in the days, I was been doing a lot of reading about runners from New Zealand. So Arthur Lydiard, Peter Snell, Murray Halberg, John Landy, guys like that, and then also kind of reading up on some real prominent American figures, Alberto Salazar, Galen Rupp, kind of Mo Farah, although he's British but he trains in the US, kind of what they've been doing, and I've been just trying to broaden my understanding of distance running and how these guys get really good. So I think it's going to be a continuous process. I'm going to try and make time for each week to read a few articles here and there to just grow the understanding of why we're doing what we're doing in training is going to help. And I think it's already having some effect because I've changed kind of the next couple of weeks what that will look like. And this week, just some of the influence of Arthur Lydiard's training, especially right now while you're in the base period, getting minutes and specific heart rates, which is a bit more modern concept, but basically the minutes of stress subject to your aerobic system. So this week started out as I had planned it. We did 60 minutes on Monday morning. It was pretty chill, 30 minutes in the afternoon with a couple of strides. Pretty good day, pretty easy day. 12 miles just over 12 miles on the day. So it was very nice. The the longer speed, I have been holding on to that one. I don't know if I'm going to keep using it going forward right in this period. I went to the track on Tuesday and it was shut, but fortunately enough, there was one guy, Max, on the team here at Cornell, who was going out for a run. So he kind of showed me some trails, very hilly route he took me over, but it was a great kind of 10-mile run, and then we did about 5 100-meter strides at the end. So that was fun. That was a fun day. Kind of got to see a little bit more of Ithaca. It reminded me a lot of New Zealand. If you've ever been fortunate enough to go down there, reminded me a lot of running on Wanaka, just along the riverbanks, kind of looking down there. So that was kind of cool. A little piece of that kind of while we were training, which was fun to see. I went back out with those guys again on Wednesday. Just kind of an easy, I didn't really know what to expect. It was easy run, and we ended up doing 10, 30 second intervals in the middle of it, which was actually kind of nice. Got my legs going. Hadn't really run that fast in a while. So over some hills though, which was nice for the legs. Good strengthening training, and that was a 9-mile day. I was here and there whether or not I should do the workout the next day. My legs were kind of a little heavy, but I went ahead with it. I felt pretty good. It was an interesting workout beforehand. We had planned to do 1 minute on, 1 minute off, 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off, 3 minutes on, 3 minutes off, and I was concerned maybe that it was too much rest in the 2 and 3 minute slots. But during the workout, I thought it was actually pretty beneficial, taking my heart rate up into the mid 160s on the ons, and then the extended rest allowed me to come all the way back down to about high 140s, low 150s, right in the aerobic range. So really allowing my body to recover and learn to adapt when you apply pressure to it and then ease off. But also in the easing off stage, you're still applying somewhat pressure at 150 beats per minute. It's still up there in the aerobic zone, but the ease it can come down, and then you start your on and go back up. I don't know. I thought it was pretty useful. I thought I had a good workout. We did 4 sets of that. So in terms of the mileage on the day, it was a pretty good time. I think I ran about 65 minutes, and we ran almost 11 and a half miles. So it was a good aerobic one. In the ons, I never really felt like I was really tired. We're only running at about 165 to 160 to 165 beats. So that would indicate that at that range, you could probably go for an hour at that pace. So although I felt it was uncomfortable, it didn't really feel super fast. I wasn't running. The mile splits were probably only like 5:30s, 5:40s when I was on the on. So I thought it was a good workout, good mileage. Good again in the heart rate zones, just kind of going up and down and allowing my body to kind of feel back into that type of running. On Friday, I did 45 minutes in the morning and 45 minutes in the afternoon. I was pretty beat up from the 2 days beforehand, a couple of longer runs. So I biked up to the track, and then if you run from there here in Cornell, you can get it pretty flat. And I thought that was nice on the legs. I enjoyed it. I always have this problem in terms of if you take an easy day on Friday, you come off it feeling pretty good. Your legs feel pretty good, and then I try to keep in mind that you have the long run on Sunday. So I opted for the route I did with Max on Tuesday. I went back out and did the 10-mile loop over hills. By the time I ran there, it actually turned into about a 12-mile run, about 80 minutes. But it was the trail and the hills force you to kind of slow down a little bit. Whereas if I had gone on the flat, you start to feel pretty good, and you could end up getting carried away and running, a decent run there. So although the hills did make me a little bit sore and tired, I think the strength gained from that is good, and the overall pace of the run in terms of where the heart rate was, it's not going to take much out of you. And I think that held true today when I went out. I was able to be very comfortable out there, in the main part of our aerobic, well, what I think is my main part of my aerobic bracket, which is about 150 beats per minute, and we were able to cruise there today for an hour 50, which is really good. I think it's very good, consistent, uninterrupted stress on the aerobic system, which was placed there today. A very good run, about an hour 50, 17.3 miles. Again, I don't really shoot for the mileage on the long run at the moment. It's just the minutes you're subjecting stress onto the body. So overall, it was a good week. Hit about 84 miles. Pretty comfortable in terms of the hills here. And, just in terms of taking it day by day, in terms of trying to get, 3 or 4 runs in the week that may have a long run in it, like the fartlek or something, that are extended periods of time. And, a couple of runs there that are broken up. Obviously, you look at the Monday and Friday runs and it's like, well, you could argue that doing the 90 minutes is better. And, some of the reading that you do about lid, you're just like, yeah, 100% go out and do 90 minutes. Don't split it up. But for me, the longevity of the training, looking long term to next year, to keep this base period going for 6-8 weeks, I think for me, it's nice to split it up. Gives me a good mental break in the week, and I just enjoy kind of the cruisiness of those runs. Definitely allows me to come out and with a better mindset of wanting to really attack the aerobic system, putting very good stress on it on the days where you do have an extended period of time to run. So it was a good week. I think definitely the reading and stuff kind of shaped this week at the end, and definitely coming into this week, August 31 to September 6th, a more longer efforts in terms of, in the base period right now, the more runs I can get, which are uninterrupted, straight through, is what we're going to go for. So on Monday, I'm still going to stick with the 2 easy runs. Like I just said, I really like it. I'm going to move my workout now to Tuesday. So we're going to do a 15-minute jog, a 15-minute steady state. So I will be shooting for, a heart rate of around 160 for that 15-minute steady state. I'll jog for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then 6 times 2 minutes on, 1 minute off, 1 minute on, 1 minute off, with the focus here of hopefully running a little bit faster on those ons. I might just turn around because I'll be going uphill and just come downhill on that. Just a little bit more turnover on the legs. But obviously this workout can easily sum to 75, 80 minutes. I don't think it'll be more than 80 minutes, but that's still a long period of time. A lot of opportunity to go up and down in the heart rate, but overall it'll be a good aerobic effect gotten from that workout. On Wednesday, we'll come back for 2 easy runs again, probably 45 minutes. I'm liking that combo. The trail that we have is pretty good for that. Thursday, because we are in this, we're on the 3rd week of this, base running, and I think I'm going to extend it further in terms of, I don't know what the racing scene looks like, and I don't think you can go wrong by building a bigger and better base. So we'll do a second long run, probably like 80 minutes, shoot for 80 minutes. That'll be nice, I think. And then Friday, come back again, 2 easy runs. Maybe some short hill sprints that day as well. And then Saturday, I think I'm going to make it a thing. That 10-mile loop, it's good hills. Slows you down a little bit, but I will come back to the track and probably do like 3 to 5 200s. Just trying to hold on to that speed. Recruit a couple of fast twitch fibers. Salazar was big on the learn to sprint fast, and anyone that watches me race, like I finish faster than I run all of the race. So I'm going to keep working on that. Again, I took out the long speed because I think right now specifically that's not as helpful as just, if you're just trying to keep that speed, doing some 200s after like an easy run is probably as beneficial. Maybe as I move towards, an increasing intensity or, looking to race at some point, I would put them back in there to develop it. And then on Sunday, again, with a long run. So that's that week. It's going to be interesting. Obviously we're starting school now, so maybe I'll get more tired during the days. I don't know. But I think it's handled. I don't know how much the mileage will increase from last week. I mean, maybe one of the workouts is longer, but I'm expecting mid to high 80s. And, if we can keep cruising there for the next six or so weeks, probably even longer than that, I think it starts to really, you see the benefit towards the end. I'm a big accounting and finance guy. It's like compounding interest. Every time you're able to keep doing something really, really well, I think you're going to get some benefit. So that's it from me. I hope you guys are having, great training. This is a tough time for everybody, not knowing what to do or stuff. So you just got to stay positive, keep grinding. We will be back racing at some point, so you got to be ready to go when that happens. So have a great week, and I will check in with you next week.